What is up, everybody? Potter Stacker here. Why do we as YouTube content creators feel the need to say our name as if people don't know the channel of the video that they clicked on? Right? It's weird. So anyhow, give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And I hope that if you're not subscribed, that today is the day I earn your subscription. So anyone who follows this channel knows that I'm transitioning into stacking more numismatics, and so I want to show you basically what I've picked up so far since I made that decision. These are all my most recent pickups, and I'll go through the 2x2 flips first here because I was at a coin show that I live streamed. And you can still go back and watch that live stream if you want to, and see my negotiation for these coins if you like. So I got this 19040 Morgan Dollar with VAM 2. The VAM 2, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up here, but the O mint mark is off center and canted a little bit. I actually saw it better with my naked eye than I did with my jeweler's loop. And the 9 is closed on the year, but as I look at Morgan dollars, it seems like if it's a 1900 and something, the 9 is always closed. So I don't know if this is actually a VAM 2, but if someone could tag the numismatic stacker, maybe he could help me out. That guy knows his Morgan dollars, and that's why I subscribed to him, because I've learned a lot from his channel. Anyhow, I'm really it's in great condition, right? Very nice luster. I'm guessing that this is probably like in the AU 50s somewhere. I have my coin grading book, and I'm gonna kind of use this to try to teach myself how to grade. So yeah, happy to have that one. Another one that I bought here. Now, this is bullion, right? I said I'm not buying bullion anymore, but I got this for this tone reverse. You know, I love a toner. It's an 87 American Silver Eagle, and I don't know if this video is going to do justice to just what a cool toning this thing has to it. But the guy who sold it to me said, that one's tarnished. I'll give you a good deal on it. I said, sold. Next, we have this circulated, I put AU on here, but this is clearly a circulated 1955p Benjamin Franklin $50. And this has the Bugs Bunny stamping or die error on it. I'll try to zoom in on this. I'm going to hold this nice and tight, zoom in, and hopefully you can see those little buck teeth that really, they look more like vampire teeth. So very cool. Found an error coin, and I bought that in a package deal with the Morgan dollar. Actually, what do we have here? This is a Booker T. Washington commemorative $50 from 1947. I believe this is from the Denver Mint. And again, I would say that this is an AU condition. Not a super desirable $50, but the price on it was great. So I couldn't pass it up. These are becoming a hot little commodity, the commemorative $50. I'm looking for a 1936 Wisconsin. I almost pulled the trigger on this weekend, actually. And here I have an 1892 Columbus commemorative. I believe this, is it MS60? I don't know. Again, I'm going to look in my grading books and see if I can grade this one and just see how it comes out. But it's a good looking coin. It's got really good color, good luster, not cleaned as near as I can tell. And look at the back of this thing. This is, the ship design on here is absolutely fantastic. Who doesn't love a ship on a coin? So Let's slide the flippy flips out of the way and go through what I have in the airtights. I got these this weekend from an antique show, and this is actually a commemorative set from 1993. James Madison, San Francisco Mint dollar and half-dollar commemorative set. Excellent looking coins. Those are certainly proof deep cameos. I have the box and certificate of authenticity with them, but those are in a separate box. I'm not really displaying these, but these are both 90% silver. So happy to have those. That cloudiness is on the airtight, not on the coin itself. The next set that I got here is 1986 Ellis Island. Sorry about that. 1986 Ellis Island. Now, pardon the shaky there. You can see this is clearly clad, but still a great looking coin. Still happy to have the set. This one, the dollar, is 90% silver. So it only makes sense to have the set, right? And again, I have the box and COA with that one as well. Next one that I want to show you is this 2012 W Deep Cameo. This is the United States Infantry coin, the crossed rifles. If you've been in the Army, you know that insignia to be the United States Infantry. You have the soldier on the front carrying what appears to be an M16A2. Great looking coin, great looking coin. And then I got these two. I got both the burnished and the deep cameo, or the proof of the 2010 Liberty. These are for wounded veterans. It says, take this moment to honor our disabled defenders of freedom, on the reverse. And I bought both of these individually. Got the COA and the box with those as well. And then finally, I got a slabby slab. And I ain't talking crappies here. This is a 2006 PR Proof 70 Deep Cameo of the San Francisco Mint. Old mint, right? The Granite Lady, apparently, is called. This is not, the front is not the reason that I bought this coin, but the back is. Does it look familiar? It ought to, because it is the identical of the Morgan Dollar, and that's why I liked it. I probably overpaid for this one, if I'm being honest. I was out of town and I stopped on a whim at a coin shop. I didn't have my book with me. I overpaid for that one by probably 15 to 20%. So that doesn't make me super happy, but hey, what do you do? I ain't selling it tomorrow, so it's not the end of the world. So let me show you why I am digging on the commemoratives. So let me just make a little space here. Maybe I'll just speed up the camera here.
And do my little la 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 for your entertainment and listening pleasure. Move my little coin album out of the way. This is what happens when you become a numismatist, because you have albums. So anyhow, let's move
this out of the way. I want to bring out my red book and show you why I'm digging on modern commemoratives. And look at that, I just happened to turn to the modern commemoratives page. So let's take, for example, the wounded soldier, the wounded veterans one, the 2010, I believe that is. Let's just look at that. in the modern commemoratives. All right. 2010 W, uncirculated, 78,000 of those were made versus 202,000 of the proof. And by the way, that's true of all of them. There's significantly less of the uncirculated than the proof. So even though the proof maybe has a little more eye appeal, in terms of rarity, actually, the uncirculated, there's less of them. So here's what I'm thinking. Because again, if silver's a long-term play, why would numismatics be any different? The gamble here is that based on rarity, these will go up in value, but also with that rarity, there has to be demand. Right now, nobody seems to care about these too much. Other than the slab, I didn't pay more than $30 or $35 for any of these. In fact, this two-piece set, I paid, this is $1.50. I paid $30 for both of those. So nothing wrong with that, right? So I'm gambling here to a degree, right? Like, this is still 90% silver. This is as good as a Morgan dollar or peace dollar in terms of its actual silver weight. So it's not going to go down. But what it may do is go up, and it may find itself disconnecting from the silver value and becoming a more collectible item. So this is what I'm digging on right now, guys, for my numismatics. This, now here's the other thing, is I'm thinking long term here. So when my son is in his 40s, what is he gonna care about? You know, if he cares at all. I mean, here's the thing: we're in a much more digital world than we've ever been. Is anyone really going to be collecting coins in 25 years? Kids, you know, my son is 12 years old. Are any kids his age, when they're 40, 28 years from now, are they going to care about coins at all? Well, if they do, they're probably going to care about the coins that they had in their pockets, right? Coins like the statehood quarters, or the America the Beautiful type quarters, and I'm hoping that someday my son will look back and remember these and say, man, I'd like to get my hands on those again. Hopefully he never this is $12.50, right? So no big deal. Actually $13 if you can count the territories that are on the map. But look, things that we can get pretty cheap right now, thinking 20 years down the road, are the America the Beautiful quarters and the statehood quarters. Let's just look at quarters. Now, again, people are hot and bothered over Morgan dollars, and for good reason. They're very hot right now, and if you're looking to make a quick flip, that might be the way to do it. But look, here's the statehood quarters, 2005s. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm examining the book, and I'm trying to find what has the lowest mintages right now, and how cheap can I get them in a mint state condition. This is what I'm looking for right now, thinking long term. I'm really not interested in spending $1,000 or even $250 on a Morgan dollar, right? But what if I can find this beautiful 2004 Wisconsin in a mint state? And by the way, what if it has that extra leaf error on it, where right now you can get that coin for maybe $25 or $30? What's it going to be worth in 20 years, So it's stuff like that I'm interested in. That, like, let's see here. 2004 Wisconsin. Looks like they don't know how many there are because it's an error. But, the challenge being that, let's say the silver proof, 1.76 million. Well, that's a lot. That sure is a lot. Well, yeah, it is. It is, but, you know, how many of the Morgans were minted? Let's look at dollars. Oh, wait a minute, we're on gold. Half dollars. Silver dollars. Peace dollars. You know, here's 1 million of the high relief 2021 peace dollars, Morgan dollars. 1878 with 7 feathers, almost 10 million of those. You know, so the question is, how many were melted? We don't really know, do we? You know, that's the thing, is we really don't know. But just because right now it doesn't seem rare doesn't mean in 25 years it won't be. So that's all I'm thinking. If I had had the same thinking with my comic books 20 years ago, when I sold the entire collection for $100 that had multiple key issues, well, I'd be in a different financial position right now, I can tell you that. But I'm just trying to think ahead, and I'm trying to think through things, and I'm interested in what you think. That's why I'm sharing this with the community. Tell me how I did here. Which coin do you think is your favorite of what I picked up this week? And what do you think of my decision to chase after these commemoratives? Leave comments. Let me know.